EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. In Houston. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready? Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. 75 yards. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready, set. Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On second down, it's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by right near the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Come on. Hey.
Now Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Well, not content with a first-quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Stroud off the play fake. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Stroud now to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 30 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Out there on the escape and scramble, a first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Being chased out left. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Stroud now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw, and he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought that.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got it to Collins, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Hey, middle.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 12.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Cross midfield, it's 1st and 10 from the 45. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up. See a good post route run. They do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll let this go deep for Collins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are back within a score. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had it. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Singletary.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sheldon Rankins, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing is Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
From 17 yards out.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be